Hey y'all, it's your G Twist P, and I just want to come to y'all with some information that I feel y'all will definitely need. There's groups in Facebook called The Awaken. I don't know how far they are, if they have any websites, whatever. But I'm led to believe that some, maybe all, I'm not sure. But if they say that they are the awakened, that there's a possibility that this is nothing but another connection of druggies, you know, cokeheads, crackheads getting together. The key word is awaken. So I'm not sure because I've never used it before, but I've had people tell me that cocaine, when you use it, it makes you, uppity and awake. If you're tired, you use coke, it makes you awake, it keeps you up, whatever. So all of these same things is what they're using the name for, awakened. Now, what they're trying to basically say is, oh, their pineal glands is active and that they are able to see through their third eye. But in all actuality, they actually could be possibly pushing a whole bunch of that stuff towards their third eye, if you understand what I mean. And in these same situations and circumstances, you have to be careful because they're uniting on a national and possibly international level where they're trying to get rid of anyone who they consider an enemy. Now, things that they're using right now is pro-blackism. You see what I'm saying? Which is kind of scary because for the true pro-black organizations that are, you know, doing their best to unite the black people and to overcome the oppression and to build a black economy, we now have these organizations putting that at jeopardy because now we could be looked at as savages. We could be looked at as terrorists. We could be looked at as many things. Now, I could already tell that they're scared. The so-called awakened individuals are scared. They're not going to go after whites. They're going to go after blacks that are friends with whites. They're going to go after blacks that date whites or date outside of their race. You know what I'm saying? And what they're doing is they're recruiting. And they're also recruiting outside of their circles. That means that they are now going to recruit people who don't do cocaine, who don't do crack, and have these individuals help them do their dirty work or do their dirty work for them. And they're on a large scale. I'm looking at some of these groups and they have over 3,000 people following them, liking their page and becoming members. And a lot of these people don't know what is going on. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm able to read into this because some of the things they say is things like, oh, who's dating a white girl? Da 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 da. This, that, and the third. Oh, you a coon. You a this. You a that. You over here working with the massa and all of that. And I look at it like, come on, stop. I mean, I don't know who could be doing that, but I know that not everybody's doing that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not defending white people. And I'm definitely not going to defend any blacks who would work with racist whites and destroy, you know what I'm saying, the upcoming of the pro-black nation, of the African nation. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? To be real with you, I have sickle cell. So at the end of the day, I look at it like, you know what I mean? I want my people to get right because sickle cell is predominantly in the African blacks genetics. You see what I'm saying? So to find a cure, we'll need rich and very smart African black scientists and, investors so that we can find a cure, so that we can find something that eliminates this sickle cell. You see what I'm saying? I am pro-life. when it comes to majority of our life situations. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie to you. Your G Twist P is gonna be real with you. Those who want to invest in the destruction on the people, and when I say the people, I mean all of us. I don't care about color of skin. Color of skin is just color of skin. These people are running around talking about melanated this, and these people ain't melanated, and da da da. Yes, it's a beautiful thing to have this beautiful brown skin that I have. But at the end of the day, that's not gonna make me behave like a wild animal. Wild animals do stuff like that. Like an albino is born, right? And they say that animals tend to pick on them. That's animal nature. You see what I'm saying? And we need to get away from that and start using our civil minds. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm about. So once again, I'm going to break down to you. Those that claim to be awakened, there are many of them that it's not about the pineal gland. Because if your pineal gland is going to sit here and make you say, I hate someone because of the color of their skin, or I hate them because of what their great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents did to our people, our nation. So I want to pre-plan to slaughter them, to hurt them. And I'm going to start out with the people that are of my people by attacking and hurting them. I'm being real with you. I already seen the game plan. You know what I mean? A black female supposedly sat here and was, going on about, you shouldn't date outside your race, etc., etc., etc. So I made a comment, opposing what she said. Next thing you know, a guy befriends me, and then I add him to my Universal Unity group, and he is investigating. I also added him as a friend. He's investigating. Next thing you know what I'm saying? He's spitting code at her like, boom, he's a dread, and he's dating a female that looks like this. So now he's describing me to someone who is talking in a racist way towards me and what I choose to do with my life. And basically, they're trying to collect information to do something. And I feel it's acts of terrorism. And they're going to keep doing this. You see what I'm saying? And when it comes to cokeheads and crackheads, they are definitely willing to do a lot of things. Back in the days, they used to steal their own grandmother TV, their own mother TV to go and sell and buy crack. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that they stepping their game up on that same level. I don't got a lot of time, but I'm trying to break down to you what's really going on. Okay? You have pro-black movements, and their movement is going to be sabotaged because of individuals who are doing drugs and are trying to find an intelligent way to be a part of this pro-black movement. But they're gonna sabotage a lot of people. They're gonna hurt, kill, and do a lot of vandalism. You understand what I'm saying? So be careful. If you're a brother and you're in a biracial relationship, you know what I'm saying? Be careful of, when you're on Facebook or any, social media site where they're talking about being awakened, because awakened could possibly mean that they are down with this coke nation, this drug nation thing. And you know how the drug game is. If you snitching, they gonna come at you. You see what I'm saying? But now they're going beyond that. Now they're going for, people that date outside their race, because I guess they're getting bored with going after snitches. And that's how it is. So you have to be careful, because you might be on a list. And that's what it is. And I'm trying to basically enlighten y'all on what's going on so that you're not lost in the sauce, because it can go down and you could become a victim of a violent situation. And they also have people who are not even doing any drugs, not knowing what's going on, following them. Like I said, these groups, and there's more than one, have like 3,000 followers. This is so dangerous. This is crazy. It makes me think and feel a way. Like, I'd be like, yo, wow. Like, even if I was to get my gun license, I can't go after all those people, or I can't defend myself against those type of people. You know what I'm saying? So I know that with words and with knowledge, I can actually bring it forth to you and everyone who is not aware of this, to the point where we could break this down and get it out of the way. We don't need the black people to suffer another bad image. Okay? We already got people out there trying to make us look bad through what is going on. We already have gangs. Okay? This is nothing but another form of a gang. Okay? This is nothing but another form of ISIS, if you ask me. But even worse, because it's right here in our country. What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to sit here and be like, oh, boom, do a terrorist act and be like, oh, yeah, it was the Awaken? No, they're going to be like, oh, it must have been ISIS. That's what they're going to do. They're gonna sabotage and vandalize, hurt and kill, and then blame it on someone else. And they actually are brave enough, because crackheads and cokeheads are that brave, to actually try to, you know what I'm saying, fool you. Like sit there and tell you, oh, no, that's not what's going on. And they come with all the types of different type of attacks. Okay? When it comes to crackheads and cokeheads, I'm from Queens, New York. You know what I'm saying? Pedophilia is in with these crackheads and cokeheads. If you're cracking and cokehead, you saying, oh, I'm not with pedophilia, you messing up with their whole type of movement. Because when you're using that drug and you're a male, it's making you impotent down there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever works. Some of these losers be on some pedophilia, okay? I'm trying to enlighten y'all, okay? I'm not saying that all groups that say they're awakened are down with that, okay? But now there is a movement where that's going on. There are pockets of individuals claiming to be awakened, but they're talking about cocaine and crack, okay? And I'm trying to enlighten y'all, like I said, all right? There's probably other names they're using, but think about it. Awakened, cocaine, crack, makes you uppity and all of that and hallucinate, okay? Now, the funny thing about it was this post, or I should say this vlog right here, was supposed to be about other things too. Like the fact that I am doing my deep meditations and trying to get on a different level. And it started ringing on me certain things like these movements, my visuals on a mental and imaginational mode, talking about the pineal glands when I say this. Started letting me realize this, like, yo, this is what's going on. This is why you're going through this. This is why there's certain people going through this. These people are actually trying to make a move. It's like playing chess. Know what I mean? They're making a move. This is their move. They on some checkmate joint. Know what I mean? Like they trying to really, you know, like what I'm doing right now, I don't think it's going to be effective enough for what they're going to do. It's going to be too late because I don't think I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying, a million hits for this one right here. But the reality to it is that I'm trying to enlighten y'all about the awakened. These people are talking about their pineal glands, talking about being awakened, but they're not. Because if you were to be awakened, if you was to go to a different level of spirituality, you wouldn't have hate in your heart. You wouldn't sit here and be trying to find ways to war with your own kind for dating outside their race. You see what I'm saying? We're talking about spirituality. If your energy is fluctuating hate, you're doing the same thing that our oppressors and those that enslaved us did, but on a different level because you're on the bottom trying to come to the top with that movement. And this is what I'm talking about. As I grow, I'm growing in a manner where it's about universal unity. It's about universal love. It's about forgiveness. It's about looking at how strong we was going through what we went through. Okay? And that's what's real. This is your G Twist P. I got to put out as much information as I wanted to. Please be careful about who you are taking information from and what they're teaching you. They're using our slavery as a tool to make you follow them. Don't let them do this. Be your own leader, okay? And look at the choices that the leaders that you do listen to, look at the choices they make. Look at what they're actually promoting. Think about it. For real. Talk about it. You understand? Because we don't need this. We don't need another pro-black group to allow this. It's your G Twist P1. Holla at your G.